Hello, Scrappy Peeps. Suzanna here today for the Scraproom, and I'm sharing with you this layout that I created using one of the flavors of the month for the March kits. Those are the kits there. So with each kit, you're going to get 3 pieces of pattern paper in the main kit, flavor of the month kit. So there's both sides of all 3 of the sheets of pattern paper, and you are also going to get 2 sheets of cardstock. This is a new to me cardstock from, I believe this is Photo Play, and then you're going to get an assortment of embellishments. So those are the chipboard frames, and then you get some enamel dots as well as some of the floral ephemera pieces. So then I also subscribe to the pattern paper add-on, so you'll get 2 pieces per collection, so 8 pieces, and those are both sides of that. And then I also subscribe to the embellishment add-on, and so those are the embellishments, the puffy letter stickers. They actually come in 2 colors, and so you only get half. So I've trimmed off the edge of the cardstock, trimmed off my photo, and now I'm going to figure out what exactly I am going to do with this assortment of papers. So I have a square photo, but I have a feeling, there you go, I know I want to use it round. And my idea is that I wanted to do cascading circles with that as the largest circle, but I also have these square chipboard frames, and I'm struggling with how I'm going to integrate the square that I really want to use with circles. So I've decided that instead of using this whole sheet of that lovely mixed media, I am going to just use a portion of it that adds some fun color. My daughter's shirt is a bright blue, and so I really want to get a little bit of blue into it, but not focus on the blue. So I've pulled out a bunch of my manual dies, and so I'm going to definitely cut that. I've got this is a 4x4 photo, and this is a 4x4 circle, and so I will cut that out and make sure that I've got my focal point to my layout, which is this photo here. So I have created a lot with this particular collection, so be sure to check out my IG and photo stream or my playlists to check out the other layouts that I have created with this collection. It's fun. You can do a lot with it. Now I've just got a bunch of different circle dies. This one, it happens to be a lace edge doily, and I will also pull out my circle punches as well so that I've got a little bit of texture in each of the circles. I've got a little bit of variety in the circles, in that some have stitched edges. I don't use the ones with the holes on them, but just to add a little bit of punch to this. So behind my sister's on the left, I'm in the middle, and then Mia, my daughter, is on the right. Behind my sister and I is a white wall, but behind Mia, it's kind of this orangey red wall, which clashes. It doesn't clash, but it doesn't work with the colors that are in the collection. And so I need to have these really bright yellows and that sort of stark contrast dark green in there, because it just sort of subdues that. It draws your eye away. Well, not away, but your eye isn't just automatically drawn to this one thing that stands out. So I am just going to try and arrange these circles so that there is balance in color and size and the textures because of the lace border of some of those circles. And I know I need something on that right hand side to create an edge over there, so I'm just going to use another piece of that mixed media paper there. I love that. I wish I could create mixed media that look like that. And then you can see where I've placed those chipboard squares, and they work perfectly there. Unfortunately, I'm not sure why, but my video stopped recording probably about 2/3 of the way through the creative process. So I will tell you that I am going to use that pink chipboard frame, and I'm going to back that with one of the blues. So it is the only other blue really that's in the layout other than the blue that's in that mixed media paper and the blue in my daughter's shirt, and it's subtle enough that it works perfectly. Also within those puffy alphas that I showed you from the add-ons, there is a gray that's in there, and it's kind of a gray blue, and that will work as well. So just running a million circles through my manual die cut machine in order to get all of the bits and pieces that I want. So I pretty much do use every pattern paper in both the kit and the add-on. Don't forget I subscribe to the add-on. And that creates a fun cascade there. So I pre-punched all of my circles so that I have these holes so I can test for size. And so the 1-inch circle is perfect here, or the punch for punching out these diamonds. They're not quite diamonds, but I forget what they're called, but yeah, those things. And I just like that they're the white on a white background, which provides a fun little sort of additional shape to this cascade here. So this is where I want to point out that the paper, it's a smooth cardstock, which is super awesome, but it's not quite white. It's a little more ivory than white. And so you are going to get contrast between that white diamond, I'm going to call a diamond, and not. So where that die is where I'm going to use the top half of that gingham circle up the top, the green gingham circle, and I'm just using it as a placeholder rather than just cutting another one out. So I'm going to fussy cut down these flowers and spare you the agony of having to watch that, and use that as multiple pieces there. I'm actually going to use those smaller flowers that I put up the top left there and swap them with the flowers that are at the bottom right there. Again, just for some color disbursement, I'm going to have the yellow up the top with the green, and then the pink down at the green at the bottom there. So I'm going to adhere all of this down, and you will see part of that. What you will miss is that I am going to do the chipboard frame, as I mentioned. Some of those circles are going to move over to the right-hand side. I will also use just a piece of white cardstock and do a debossed plain white circle. You'll see that in the close-ups. And then I will use the enamel dots and sprinkle them throughout the layout, again, for some added texture. And I apologize that you do not get to see all of the creative process. So this is for the Scraproom Flavor of the Month kit. You can subscribe. I'll put a link down below if you're interested in that. You are able to get one-offs as well. If you have any questions about my creative process, please don't hesitate to leave those in the box down below. Thanks for stopping in today. Enjoy the close-ups. Come back again soon. Take care.